Procrastination. Oh man, this is something that I've wrestled with in my own life time and time and time again. And until I figured out where it came from, I just thought it was me and my personality. And this is the mistake a lot of people I coach make. They're like, I'm just kind of a lazy person. I just don't have the motivation. I just don't have the drive to do these things. I'm just not like other people. And they tell me that all the time. But the thing is, it's circumstantial. It's situational. It's not personality. You're not born a procrastinator. It's circumstances. So, for example, if you find yourself sitting there saying, well, I've got a thing I'd like to do. I've got a book I always wanted to write. I got a job I want to go. I want to start getting fit. I want to get a new career. I want to learn a language, whatever it might be. If you find yourself blocked on it, it's nearly always because of a couple of things. One, you don't know how to do it. That is really common. You don't know how to go about doing the thing you're trying to do. And if you don't know how, it's really simple. You go ask people. You find people who have done it before and you ask them, hey, how did you learn Spanish? Oh, that's how you did it? Cool, I'll follow you, I'll copy you exactly. Or you don't want to do it. And this is often a really interesting hidden truth. You're like, well, you know, I really need to go to school and learn this thing so that I can get this job. And if you find yourself not going to school, or if you find yourself at school but not studying very hard, then is it because you don't actually want to do the thing that you're trying to achieve? You know, I'm at school and I have to study really hard so I can become an accountant. Cool, do you want to be an accountant? Oh, not really. Oh, well, that might explain why you're not studying. So there's a couple of interesting things that you can, if you go and poke at it and take a really honest look at what's going on in there, you can find some truths about procrastination. And then what do you do about it? How do you overcome procrastination? How do you become motivated? It's like with most of the things I talk about, it's small steps. Action is what will get you motivated. It's not the other way around. You don't say, when I am motivated, I'll start to take action. Well, that's possibly what you do say, because a lot of people say that. When I'm motivated, I'll go do it. When I'm excited, I'll go do it. It's the other way around. When you start to take steps, when you start to take action, then you get motivated, then you stop procrastinating. If it's, for example, fitness. Okay, yeah, well, just when I feel better about myself, then I'll start to run. Doesn't work that way. It's like, this week, 3 times, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna jog for 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, and if I can't jog, I'm gonna jog or walk for 10 minutes this week, that's all. And you know what happens? When you do that, you go out, you're like, oh my God, putting on my shoes, getting out the door, oh, it's raining, I don't wanna do this, and you go outside and you jog, 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 jog. When you come back in, more often than not, you feel pretty good about yourself. Like, oh, I did that. You might not have enjoyed the actual activity because you're not yet at the point where you're into it and you're fit and your body's ready for it. But you're like, oh, I did something there. And that is what becomes contagious. That is what gives you the snowball, taking the little steps, the little action. So if you're looking at the thing you're procrastinating about and it feels like, oh man, this is massive. You know, I'm trying to learn Spanish. Well, if you're looking at it that way, have I learned Spanish yet? No, therefore I'm a failure. That's too huge. Make it smaller. Have you learnt one word? Do you know one word of Spanish? If no, then this week, learn one word of Spanish. Hola, there we go. I think that's Spanish. So you've got one word. And then the next week, learn a second word. And after a while, you'll be like, okay, one word's not enough. I can do one word in my sleep. 5 words, 10 words, 100 words. And you increase it over time. It compounds. So there are just some quick thoughts on procrastination and motivation. Often it's what you're looking at is the tip of the iceberg and what's really going on is underneath. That's the important way to address procrastination. Don't think of yourself as a lazy person. That is not true. That's an excuse. That's a cop-out. It's not the way procrastination works. It's situational and it's circumstantial. It's not personality-based.